Hello friends, and welcome to my channel. This is Deanna from Vintage Touch, and this video is a little different from the videos that I normally do because this is my very first video that I'm doing about my personal planner. I joined the planning community in the spring of this year, 2015. I was drawn to these beautiful planners and the way people were using them on YouTube, and I always used an appointment calendar, but I just never realized the versatility and so forth that would go into having one of these planners with all the ideas that you can see from others that are on there. This particular planner is a baby that I received in the mail yesterday, and this is the caramel collared planner from Webster Pages. My first planner that I ever got in the spring was this beauty. This is the dark pink, Webster's Pages. I got it with all the inserts. It comes in this cute little box. And it has just been a wonderful experience for me. I've learned so much, and it's kept me so organized. Plus, the whole decorating aspect of it just really appeals to me. It's like putting on makeup and jewelry for the day. It's decorating the pages of your life, and it makes for a nice remembrance when you look back on your life at the various weeks of your life and how you decorated them, how you displayed them, or want to commemorate them. So the reason that I think that this video is fitting, even though I have an antique business and sell antiques, and my video channel, my YouTube channel, is about antiques, is because organization is the key, I think, to success, whether it's in business or your personal life. And so because of that, I do have an organization playlist there on my YouTube channel, and this will fit right in with that, because this is pretty much my life all in one place, and I do use just the one planner at a time. And because there's just me, I have to be very flexible in my days, and because of that, business and personal items intermingle throughout the day. So having more than one planner would just not work for me. So as you can see, I keep holding on to my little charms here that I've added to my planner. These came from pendants that I made myself. I just added a little bit of a chain link to make them a little longer so they dangle a little bit more. But I also left the little inspiration tag here on the planner that says laugh every day, which is a really important thing and a helpful thing in our lives, to be able to laugh. As you can see, my planner it's stuffed. But I love it that way. It shows the fullness of my life. And the wonderful thing about the Webster's Pages planners, they have this nice extra long strap that accommodates you to stuff it well. So I mean, and it just is a beautiful thing. It's a nice soft touch leather-like binder. Lovely finish. I just really like these Webster's Pages binders. I think they're wonderful for the money, and I don't think you can go wrong. This is the personal size. I understand they may be coming out with an A5 size, but this is my size of choice. I'm glad I made this choice. This is a choice because it stays on my desk. It doesn't take up too much space on my desk, and it just gives me enough room in it to do what I need to do. Okay, so let's open up. I'm not going to go through this in great detail because I just want to flip through and show you what I've done. I've got it decorated here for Halloween. My faith is a big part of who I am, and so you will see inspirational messages throughout. Like whenever I start off here, I have verse there from Romans that I read often because it really helps me to be able to start my day, to read something like that. But the Halloween part is just the fun part for this type of time of the year and this season. And so I've got in here this little Project Life or journal card there that says sweater weather. I've put a little silvery bow there and put it in those kinds of colors. I left the page that comes in the Webster's Pages planner that says hello, and I just made it scalloped at the top, if you can see that, and left it in there. I made my first divider for this particular planner myself. It has the little scalloped edges and it's black, and I thought it would go well with this time of the year. I've got, if you can see here, I've got top tabs. I don't know if you can see or not. Let's see there. I've got the top tabs. And then I've got side tabs. Like the business, the first one is kind of behind that one. It says life. I've got them categorized kind of strange from what most people do, because I've broken it down into life, business, dreams, and finance, and then my calendar in the back. And there's one there for Mom because I'm also in charge of her finances now that she's in assisted living. Okay, and so we just open up to my life pages, and I start off with a suggested routine here because I'm hoping it's not going to be out of the screen there. But the suggested routine, that's because everything in my life has to be flexible. And I made these dividers using wrapping paper, most of them, or scrap paper, and laminated them. I've got a little personal checklist there that I can open up. I made a cosmetic and toiletries inventory fold-out sheet to put in here because I was constantly buying the same things that I no longer needed. So that way they get checked in and checked out as they're used and as they're bought. This is my buying section, and the reason I call it buying rather than shopping is because it entails any kind of research or anything that I'm doing before I buy something, and it's got gift lists and wish lists and order lists and all of that kind of thing in there. And then the shopping part of it, the tabs at the bottom here, it has my list for the various stores and places where I do shop. And then I have a nice little envelope here that I use to put coupons in or anything that I want to use in the near future. And I made this little envelope here that says gift receipts, because if you buy something and you want to hold on to that receipt until you make sure that that doesn't have to be returned. So then my other top tabs are just enjoy, and behind that are movie lists and birthdays, family birthdays, and anything that would have to do with things that you enjoy in life. Projects is pretty self-explanatory. Maintenance is all the different maintenance schedules and things that you may want to keep track of, like you're changing the oil in your car and so forth and so on. And health, I have a sleep record there that I'm keeping track of because I haven't been sleeping real well. And doctor's visits and all of that. Then we come to the business section, and in my business section I have goals and stats and and just ideas and for display in my booth, and things that I want to reduce in price, and just all of this business-related types of things. Dreams is pretty much just a brain dump of just ideas and things that I might want to do or things that I find interesting. So that's why I've got grid paper there. And I keep a highlights page that shows per month the things that's happened this past year and the upgrades that we've done in the house and so forth. Now this is the finance section, and it's got my budget, and it's got the tracker that I need to make sure that I get my bills paid on time, and because of I usually pay them online, and so it might be such a thing that you would miss one, and so I try to make sure that I check them off. And then behind that I have this little plastic pocket, and in this plastic pocket I keep some stickers, and I keep them in a little card like this so that they can be pulled in and out quickly. These are just little functional reminder type of stickers. There's a little paper clip that I made using the jack-o'-lantern ribbon. The calendar section starts here, and I don't keep back months or back weeks because of the space that it takes up, and I'll show you in a minute what I do with my the pages that are used, how I archive them and keep them for reference. But this shows you, I'll open up to this week. This is Halloween week, and it is decorated for Halloween. And I have these task sheets. I've got a couple of them put together there, and the paper quality is so good on these that I can just punch them. We can slit the holes there so they can just quickly go in and out. And there, this one's decorated for next week. And in the back I have just some page flags and post-its, and here's a top-loading envelope where I have some other task sheets that I made myself, and when I use those task sheets I use them on a clear flyleaf and just paper clip them on. And then in the back here I made some little pull-out tabs that go into a card sleeve because I was having a problem with these page flags not sticking well, so that solved that problem for me. And then there's the little notepad in the back, and I forgot my pen. Here's the pen that I've got in this planner right now, and the little notepad. And as you can see, even though the calendar tab does stick out a little bit more, I like that because I like to be able to quickly be able to retrieve it. The pen does fit back in there real well and without any problem. And so that's the quick view of my planner. You can see I hope. You can see the thickness there, and you can see how the little black cat sticks up there in the ribbon and all. I should put it this way, maybe you can see it a little better. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video, and like I said, it is a little different from the videos that I normally do because I do sell antiques and my channel is related to antiques, but this does fit in because it is part of another passion of mine, the organization and decorating passion that I have, and so it fits real well with who I am. So thank you for watching. Check in the description for where you can find me on Pinterest and on Instagram. And before I close, I forgot to show you that here's what I use to archive my pages after they're used, and you can see all the different designs and things that I've done since the spring of this year. And this little binder, look at the rings, how big they are there. I mean, it's going to hold probably more than 1 year's worth, probably at least a couple. And it is a little binder that comes with these stickers that, like this one is 2015, that you put on here. And this is a Franklin Covey binder that I got from their website for this purpose. And like I said, that's it's a good way to keep the days of your life archived so that you can go back and see how you were feeling, what you were doing, what colors you used, and the mood you were in. And it really does bring your life into focus here, that with a lot more interest than maybe it might have. So that's my little archive book. So again, thank you for watching. Check in the description for where you can find me on Instagram and Pinterest that we have planner related items. And I invite you to check my other playlists on YouTube. If you have any interest at all in antiques, you might also be interested in seeing some of those videos. So bye-bye. Have a wonderful day.